Guaranteed ways to make money in Upland. Let's get right into it. We're starting with Spark. This is the bottom of our list, technically the worst return on investment, but you'll see what I mean in a little bit. So renting out your Spark. You'll want to connect to the exchange first. If you don't know how to do this, we have a video on how to connect to the exchange and how to rent out your Spark. Once you're at the Upx Spark exchange, you can just go to live listings, start renting out your Spark. It is pretty intuitive. There's remaining Spark amounts here. There's the Upx per hour on the other side there, and you have time remaining on the bill. You can click on these three dots to copy the address, view the contract, which lets you click on this link to see the last time someone staked, if there's a buffer time, and why you can't stake on the property. This is the calculator I've set up, so you can take your Upx per hour, say it's 80 Upx per hour. This would be your return daily, weekly, all the way up to 7 years, all the way down to 15 Spark, 1 through 15. Creating content for the Upland Metaverse. You can become part of the UCN, the Upland Contributor Network. This is basically by creating content for the Upland Metaverse through blogs, newsletters, videos. You will get a small monthly stipend of UpX for being a part of the UCN. There's also UGC, User-Generated Content, creativity, apologies. Transform your creativity and imagination into digital assets, games, and opportunities. So yeah, you can build games for Upland. You can probably make quite a bit of money on it. It depends on how you approach it, how you do it. If you're doing a lot of the dev work yourself, if you're hiring people, there's a lot of costs associated. Obviously, with building any company, there's risks involved. But this is number 2 on our list on how to make some guaranteed money in Upland. Next up on the list, we have Tycoon building. So on this same website, Spark Exchange, you can go to Spark Tycoon. Spark Tycoon, once you have it all set up and running, we have video tutorials on how to get this started. You're able to sell your resources that you produce in the marketplace. So with our calculator here, we have the price of each resource. It automatically gets filtered through everything. So this is the cost per building down there. And you can also see it up here. And this is the value of output in UpX per day, per week, per month. Basically return on investment, more or less. So you get about 50,000 UpX every 6 months with one windmill, just at the current price of energy. So you can see in 1 year, you'll make about 100,000 UpX on a 17,000 UpX cost building. That is not too bad at all. And this is only number 3 on our list. So you want to keep watching till the end. USD to UpX sales. If you go to upxland.me, you can go to city Manhattan or basically any other city. You want to set it for sale for USD under status and sort by sale price, and you'll be able to see the lowest sale price in Manhattan. It's about 29.9 USD. If you change the status for sale UpX and sort by sale price again, you will see the lowest sale price in UpX is 81,000. So the conversion UpX to USD is pretty great. You get about 50,000 UpX on the difference versus buying it directly from the Upland store. And this is only an option 4 on our list. Treasures / loot boxes. So what are loot boxes? You probably know what treasures are. Loot boxes are gained through the Spark Tycoon. These are ores, lumbers, and energies given to you by making sends every day. It's currently decreasing by about 10 a week, the cap. It used to be at about 70, then 60, now 50. So you want to get on this when you can, but basically you'll get about 7,000 UpX more or less per day from these loot boxes. And as well, if you can combine it with treasure hunting, which is no longer currently on desktop due to some people taking advantage of their system. They've only limited it to mobile devices, but you can still go into the treasures tab and start treasures on mobile. And whilst you're doing these treasures, you'll automatically be accumulating these loot boxes, which you can then sell for some extra UpX. Treasure hunting has been known to make people quite a bit of profit. You just have to be a bit consistent with it. You can get Spark and UpX from it. More or less from treasure hunting, you could look to make about 15,000, 16,000 UpX a day if you do it consistently. That's number 5 on our list. The number 6th and final thing on our list, and we don't have any examples to show you at the moment, but by registering for limited sales, so these are unlimited, as you can see, these are limited. So you have to pick and choose which sales you're going to do. Seasoned vets will likely know these a bit better, but typically if you think something's going to sell out, you can register for the sale. You don't have to buy it. Your odds of selling it are a lot higher if you do purchase the item. Obviously not everyone is able to buy what they want on a limited sale. So for example, only 500 people would have had the option to buy 1100 Protom if there was enough interest. Because Totems just came out, Protom is a bad example to look at. Registering for limited sales, say for a car, for example, you're able to either sell your spot in line for the car, or you're able to sell the car itself after you've purchased it for a nice little profit. These gnomes you can take, for example, I maybe had 20 of them in total. I was registering for limited sales at the factories. I was showing up, picking up the gnomes as they became available and trying to sell them instantly right away. I ended up with 2 left. left because I couldn't sell them. So that was about a risk I took. I got most of them gone at the time, so you do it in small quantities. It could end up a lot better for you. That's all the guaranteed money making tips we have for you today.